Today is the 1st of March 2012, and little under 5 days I go back to Nashville, Vanderbilt University Medical Center, to begin my first inpatient treatment via chemotherapy for osteoblastic osteosarcoma. As with the other day, just really not nervous about it. Medication-wise, a little bit nervous, but I know what to expect. So there won't be too many surprises. I think I don't feel like I will have any adverse reactions, but you can never predict those sort of things in advance. You just either you do or you don't. My wife's in pretty good spirits. She's been crafty lately, making dresses out of pillowcases and sewing up clothes that needed it. Just taking care of stuff around the house. Gonna miss being around the dogs probably the most, because the two little ones are gonna be at my mother-in-law's, and the big one's gonna be at my parents', and so it's gonna be weird not having them around, but I'm sure they won't miss me. They'll be well taken care of. They'll be in familiar surroundings, because that was the arrangement we had when I went for my outpatient treatment a couple of weeks ago. So the dogs will do good, and when I eventually do get home, they'll be happy to see us. To be honest, I'm more nervous about Sunday than anything else. My parents will be there, and it's not going to be a large crowd. It never really is, but at the same time, it is going to be a large crowd, because we'll be recording to put online, and that's going to be interesting. I'll be able to, I don't know, it's just going to be weird. That's probably got me more nervous than anything else. And doing a video blog is, nothing like standing up in front of people and sharing with them a message that God's given you to share. There's really very little accountability for what I say. It's personal. A lot of it's personal opinion. When I quote scripture, it's scripture. And when I give, some of it, you can speak as truth and not have to worry about it, because it's what scripture, it's what scripture says, or it's something we know, in this world to be true. It's different when you're, I don't know, it's just different. I guess it shouldn't be, but it is. I don't know how many of you noticed, wrong side, the poster back there. It's a Lego Ninjago poster. I'm actually a member of the Lego Club. I love Legos. Haven't put any together since forever, but I love Legos. And so I joined the Lego Club magazine because it was free. And that was one of the posters they sent me. The room I'm in actually is supposed to be my office, but I really haven't done with it. You see lids off to the side from totes, from where we've just been putting stuff away, and there's boxes of stuff. That big black thing sticking out of the box is another monitor for a computer. That belongs to my wife. Toolboxes and little cases for holding trays, for holding small parts and stuff. Got the bookcase back there with all sorts of different books and stuff in it. So it's kind of a mess right now. Been trying to straighten it up, just one day at a time, and it's been going pretty good when I actually work on it. But since I broke my arm, I really haven't really wanted to do much. Just wanted to take it easy, but you can't. I mean, still got responsibilities, and been trying to do a little bit. I've been trying to do more, but probably still not as much as I could be. But I'm working on it. Nobody's perfect. Let's see. I don't know if you can see this. That is a picture of my wife when. Let's see. See, the copyright on this back of this photo don't make no sense, but it's back, I think, from high school. So it's quite a few years ago. Not really much to say today, I guess. I just wanted to get an entry down, make sure I have it for next time I get online. I was online today, but I got online pretty early at 10 o'clock, and that's when I left the house to go to the House Blend Cafe. It's a nice little place, where I live. And if you got me on Facebook, you'll probably find some of my posts tagged, with House Blend Cafe. If in the area, you need to check them out. They got some of the best ice cream in town right now. They're not just an ice cream shop, but they're a sandwich shop. They serve coffee, and it's real nice. It's like a little cafe, and they got outdoor sitting and everything. So it's enjoyable to go there, just spend some time, meet up with friends. That's how I get online most of the time, unless I go to my parents. So, but I didn't want to record a entry so early in the morning. So I didn't actually post this today, even though I could have. This will probably be posted sometime during the week. Getting ready to have a wonderful dinner, some pulled pork, barbecue sauce, and one of them Betty Crocker suddenly salads. Those are delicious. So it'll be a nice, simple dinner. After church on Sunday, there's a birthday party for 2 people, for the oldest son of one of my friends, and then one of the elders of the church has a birthday. As a matter of fact, I believe it's tomorrow. It's actually tomorrow, but he's getting a surprise party on Sunday. He don't know about it yet. Shh. He's been hard at work building his new house. He just recently moved, and he building a house from scratch for him and his family. He's going to be hard at work at that. I was actually going to do some work for him on it until this happened. When I realized I wouldn't be able to, help him on it, I told him, I'll let him know right off. I like to do what I can, but I'm not sure what I can do right now. So I'm able to use my left hand a lot more than I have been, and that's been really good. I've actually not been wearing my sling lately because it's been getting been getting in the way than it has been helping. So I just kind of took that off, and I don't mess with it unless I absolutely have to. I'm actually kind of surprised that the fact that I hadn't had to take any pain meds for the past almost week and a half now, week and a half, something like that. It's been a couple of days since I've taken any. I did develop an infection of thrush. I don't know if infection is the right word, but it's about the best way I can describe it. I've been taking care of that. That was painful at first, but a good remedy for it was told to me by the, I guess, on-call nurse I spoke to when I called into hospital to let them know about this, because it was starting to really get painful. Well, all she had me do is take 8 ounces of water as warm as I could take it, quarter teaspoon salt, and a quarter teaspoon baking soda, and just rinse and gargle with it. Don't swallow. And I did that for a couple of days, and I was able to eat again, because it was getting painful to eat. And while I still have a little bit of the thrush, it's clear. I think it's cleared up pretty nicely. I can eat and talk without any problems now, which is great because I love to eat. I love food. I like food that tastes good. I enjoy well-made food, and when I go to a restaurant, I want to make sure that I have good food. And if you'll excuse me, I gotta take this call. Hello?
Hello. This is an appointment reminder from your...
Yeah, it was just an appointment reminder and appointment confirmation from Vanderbilt. They're good about that. They'll call a couple of days in advance, remind me I got an appointment, when it is, where it is, most convenient parking. I'm telling you, it's like being treated like a rock star almost, And they got free valet parking there now. I mean, well, you can't beat that. So, and they got this thing called My Health at Vanderbilt, where you can log in and you can see like most of your medical records, and you can send messages to your doctor, receive messages from your doctor, pay bills, check on the status of payments, check on the status of prescriptions that they might have sent in. If they send in one, that you get notification through the My Health, which is pretty awesome. So that it's been done. I think it's a great way for patients to be able to be more proactive and just keeping up with their own medical records, because I can go through and every record that I'm able to pull up, I can just print it right out to either a PDF file or directly to hard copy, and build my own little medical folder with all the doctor's notes and prescriptions and all that stuff. So I mean, it's really a blessing to be able to have all that stuff at your fingertips. At the same time, I could understand some people being worried. I trust Vanderbilt though to have instituted a good security, good security practices on their end, well-formed, secure server, good, properly signed security certificates. Everything you would expect, from your retailer who holds your credit card, and more, because, these are your medical records. People get a hold of this. There's all kinds of personal information on there. some stuff you might not want anybody else to see. And so I can understand, people being nervous about using stuff like that, especially over the computer. But if you're using a good browser, you've instituted your own best security practices on your end, meaning you use a firewall, you use a browser that properly supports the secure socket layer for HTTPS browsing. It alerts you to invalid security certificates and the like. If you're doing this stuff on your end, then you've really don't have that much to worry about. But in the long run, it's definitely the end user that is the weakest link in the security chain. Not a lot of end users want to take that extra time to get that extra bit of security. They think, well, it won't happen to me. It happens to somebody else. It's going to happen to you eventually. I've had accounts. I thought I was doing good. Decent passwords, hard to guess. Something only I would know. But I've been hacked several times. For trivial stuff, game accounts and stuff like that. I don't really care about. And so I mean, even when you are using good security practices, it can still happen. Somebody ambitious enough and who wants it bad enough is gonna do it, and there's really not much you can do about it. The best you can do is mitigate your losses, and institute even better practices on your end. I'm not saying be paranoid, but a good firewall, up-to-date antivirus, and not in the same program either. A lot of people like these new bundled programs, but then all it takes for an attacker to do, all they have to do is attack the program. They don't have to attack a firewall. They don't have to attack the antivirus. All they got to do is attack the program. They can disable the program. That's it. You lost both your firewall and your antivirus. So I like using separate antivirus and firewall programs. I won't tell you which two I use, but I feel secure with them. I don't feel perfectly safe with them, but I feel they are secure enough for what I do and where I go. If I ever do have a problem, then it's time to look into something else. What other things can I be doing better? And that's the way it should be looked at. What can I be doing better that I'm not doing right now? And am I willing to invest the time to make it habit? Because if I'm not, then having the best of whatever that money can buy ain't going to do you a bit of good. If you're not going to invest the time to get into the habit of using it, you're not going to invest the time into good security practices. So, but it's just what are you committed to? It's it's like your walk with God. How much are you willing to invest in it? God is willing to invest as much as you as He can, and He is an infinite God, so He's got a lot to invest. But if you're not going to seek Him out and desire to make Him part of your life, and not just part of your life, but to subsume your will in favor of His, if you're not willing to do that and invest the time and the energy, to at least show your willingness, then what's the point? Do you just want the label because you think it make you look good? It just makes you look like a hypocrite if you ain't investing the time, and if you're not taking the time and the energy to be more like His Son. If you're just there to get the label and make yourself feel good, and I don't think there's any benefit to it. Nothing lasting, nothing eternal. And like I said last time, our time on this world is temporary. We go from here, we go to one of two places, and both those places are eternal. Once you're in either one, you don't get to go anywhere else. If you're in heaven, you don't want to go anywhere else, and if you're in hell, I feel bad for you. But He's after. He wants that relationship with you. And how badly do you want it? Are you willing to trust Him? continue to be. And I don't regret it for one single minute. You know, I'm still not a perfect person. I probably never will be on this earth, but I can say I am forgiven. I am loved. And I'm blessed beyond all belief. I have a wife who loves me for God knows what reason. Sometimes I can be a jerk without even trying. So I gotta watch myself. That's something I always gotta watch out for myself, because I know I'm not always the best person. I don't always say the right things. But I love her too. And that's not going to change. It's 11 days to our first anniversary. And it's going to kind of suck because I'll be in the hospital. What can you do though? What can you do? You know, I could tell my doctor, hey, let's kick it back a day. But I'm gonna probably be sick as a dog anyway. So what's the point? You know, I can't take her out where I'd like to take her out to, and really, I think eating out at all is out of the question. Because I remember the last time I was on chemo, and I think it was a couple of days, before I recovered, from being nauseous. And if it's anything like I was on this adriamycin and cisplatin, it's going to be something like a week before I recover from it. That's not going to be fun, because I think I had a couple of close calls. The medication they gave, it definitely worked, but I definitely, on occasion, I pushed the limits on not taking it. I'm just trying to let it pass on its own. So, right now, waiting for dinner to finish. I think it actually might be done. She might be waiting on me. So, I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right here, and talk more tomorrow. Bye.